All right, good morning from Universal Studios Hollywood.
Good morning.
So we're here for the VIP experience, which honestly, it costs like $800 for both of us to do it. Honestly, I'll just give you a little hint. It's pretty worth it. It's pretty good.
Right, because it's the same price as like Disney tickets, more or less, and you get all these crazy perks.
So it's about, I think it's close to 8 o'clock right now in the morning. Our entry time, we're not supposed to show up until like 9:15ish. They want you there like a half hour before your reservation, so it'll be 9:15. You'll probably get there around 9. But our first little VIP perk of the day is valet parking. So when you're going to Universal, you have to pay to park in the parking garage. But with VIP treatment, you just go straight up to valet, drop off your car, they take it, and then you come back. And it's a really nice, easy access. So valet parking is in the Jurassic Park parking, which we used to be able to park in.
I remember the first time we came here, we parked in Jurassic Park.
We parked in here. They don't do that anymore. You park in the farther lot. So this one's pretty much just the valet. It might also be like hotel or something like that kind of access. But
it's a special one.
Yeah. Maybe like handicap parking or something like that too.
Yeah.
But so from valet, you just like walk through this little lobby area and head out to City Walk.
I gotta say, Lauren, I adore Universal.
I do too. It's grown on us so much. So Devin and I, our first vacation together was to Disneyland.
Yep. It was a high school graduation gift from your parents.
So Disneyland definitely holds a really special place in our heart. And it was a trip that we took every year. Back when we could afford to go, right?
Sometimes multiple times.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But Universal has steadily grown on us. We first went to Universal in 2010 as part of like a city pass, like a Southern California like city pass kind of thing. And then we just like fell in love with it the more that we came. It was kind of crazy. You know how much we loved it?
Oh yeah.
So here's the Jurassic parking, and they make you go to like E.T. or Curious George.
Right. So you can see it's much closer to the City Walk Park than these ones are. So
yeah, we exit right out on the movie theater.
Yeah, and this Universal, this City Walk AMC is really cool.
It's good.
It's nice. Why are there Transformers here, Lauren?
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Hey guys.
All right, made it through security. Their security is never as crazy as Disney.
No.
I mean, like intensity or lengthwise line, you know?
You just kind of throw your stuff down on the thing and go through.
So you've got the big orb.
Yeah, so here's the Universal Big Ball. I think we decided on that name.
Oh, that's in a separate video than this one now.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be before or after, probably after, who knows.
Little inside baseball. So then we go, I think, to the right somewhere. I can't remember where we go. It's about 8:37.
That last archway on the left.
But we will figure it out.
Yeah, so
it might be down this way.
Yeah, I believe it's to the left, or to the right.
We're going to stay open until 10 p.m. tonight with that World Famous Studios tour running continually until 8:15.
Right over there, I see it, VIP.
All right.
So we got to go through all these people.
So I don't know why these people are standing here.
I don't know. Hi, good morning. Awesome, thank you so much. Good, how are you? Hello from voiceover land. So we're gonna finish out this video with pretty much just a voiceover recording, because we discovered that, you know, filming in a theme park, it's a little tough, and with like going on and off rides and stuff like that, it's not as pleasant with the mic packs and everything like that. So we're going to do a voiceover for the rest of our VIP experience. So as you see now, after check-in, you go up the stairs. There's lots of movie and TV show like memorabilia all around as you enter this area. You'll see some more of it later when Devin does a bigger span. But this is where we hung out for about a half hour to 45 minutes before our tour actually started. They tell you to get there about a half hour ahead of time, but I think honestly, you could probably get there as soon as the park opens and just kind of hang out. I don't think...
Just get in there. I
don't think they would stop you.
As the kids say, the vibes are immaculate. So
yes, they are.
You can see great shots of the park entrance. It's lovely.
Yeah, so, and you can see too, I think big point with this is that it was a very crowded day, as you will see in the rest of this video. So one of the perks with VIP experience is this like continental complimentary breakfast. So you can see here Devin's giving you a quick overview of the different like breakfast sandwiches that are available. There's some pastries. I will say it's mostly like cold food being served. So even though those breakfast sandwiches look like they're warm, they're not. They're kind of more like room temp or chilled. And then there is like a beverage station. So there's coffee, tea, water, juice, all that kind of stuff.
Right, and I skipped over it because there was a guy standing there. I didn't want to just like get him in the shot, but that's where the juices are.
Yeah, it's back there.
Just in that corner.
And there's I am, Lauren. Out on the patio, enjoying the views. You can see more of the memorabilia and different photos and stuff like that from different Universal projects. There's also this bigger kind of indoor seating area with like the TV on. There was a very large group that had kind of taken over that area as they were waiting for their tour. So we kind of just, took a quick peek. Their devices. Yeah. So there's what is that, an Emmy?
It's an Emmy, yeah.
Yeah, Emmy for The Office.
There's an Oscar on the other side.
Yeah, which is really cool. If you keep going down straight where Devin is, there's also phone chargers, bottled water, and then the bathrooms are also accessible there. And they are very nice bathrooms, which is kind of funny to comment on the bathrooms. I said that at the Warner Brothers studio tour, too. I just can't help it.
One of them is Les Miserables themed, which is very strange.
It's really big. I think Devin will have some videos to post on his TikTok. Or maybe we'll put them up on Instagram. You can also see the crowd. So this was Memorial Day weekend. It was pretty darn busy. So we are very fortunate to have the VIP tour. So at 9:45, we left the main entrance area with our tour guide. And our first stop was the studio tour.
This is the VIP experience.
Yes. Tour. So the VIPs, as they say. I said that to the kids and they did not think that was funny. So I think I'm going to make it a thing. You go on a trolley bus. So instead of the bigger tram that you get on the typical backlot tour, you're on a trolley bus and you're actually joined with another group. So it's still a roughly small group. I think max you'd be with 24 people. And you have 2 tour guides with you. And one of them is yours and one is with the other group. And they kind of switch partway through. They kind of go back and forth on who's leading the tour. But it's a really unique experience. It's about a 2-hour long experience. I think the traditional one is about 45 minutes, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
so it's
half hour to 45 minutes.
It's a lot shorter, and you don't get off the tram, and there's a lot more people.
Yes, for the one that you typically do as part of the Universal Studios.
That's the complimentary one with the ticket.
Yeah, the one that's like a ride. But this one you do get off the trolley multiple times. Here's this really cool artwork. There's going to be a better shot of it, of the Universal monsters when it's on the other side. I forget the artist's name. Do you remember this?
No, I forget the name as well. I'll
Devin will Google it and we'll have put it in.
This was all done a year-ish ago, and it's completely done with spray paint. So
yes,
it's
cool. Freehand.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not a stencil that he then filled in. He just did it.
He just did it, yeah.
Yeah. One of the cool things about the VIP experience now that is different than any other time that we've done this tour actually are the two first stops that we did. The first one was to the prop warehouse, which we were not allowed to film in, so we don't have footage of that. But the second stop that you are seeing right now is a sound stage. This is one of their newer sound stages. I believe it's 4 stories tall. You can see the like steps at the beginning. It's huge. And it was really cool. They haven't allowed VIPs in there since before the pandemic. So since March of 2020. So it's really exciting that they're kind of picking that back up again. And that you're allowed to go in there. So it was really cool to see inside the soundstage where they film shows like Superstore and what were some of the other ones they said? I can't remember.
I mean, there was a ton, but I think the big thing that it was kind of like a hush-hush sort of secret was that Joker 2 just got done filming in that area. Yeah. And I believe in that soundstage we were in.
Which is pretty exciting. Now we're back on the trolley and we're headed, I believe, into... Oh, we're going to see the monsters again here in a second. The little mural of the monsters. Which is so pretty. We'll put the name up again of the artist.
So the artist's name is Tristan Eaton.
Oh, there you go. Devin Googled it in time. We'll still have put it up, so you'll just see it again.
This video doesn't do them justice. They are gorgeous.
No, they're really gorgeous. I wish you could get off the tram and see those in person, because that would be really, really cool.
It would be.
Yeah. So our next stop off of the tram is this little, like, metropolitan area. So you can see on one side there's this very like businessy area, and then you've got like the brownstones of like Chicago or Brooklyn or any of those sorts of places. Oh, this is one of my favorite shots because you can see the standard tour.
Right.
They pass you frequently while you're on your VIP experience, and you get a lot of looks like, hey, how come they're getting off and standing around?
That's a pretty common thing when you've got those VIP passes around.
Yeah.
You get a lot of stares.
You do get a lot of stares.
Why do you get to go in front of me?
For sure. You get a lot of stares. But these brownstones that are on the left-hand side, they were pretty famously used in Bruce Almighty when he's like leading the dog down the stairs to go to the bathroom.
Anytime he leaves his apartment, that's shot right there.
Yeah, which is really cool. It's getting a big 360 here of these brownstones. It's really neat. Like, I think that's one of the best parts of the VIP experience is that you do get to get off the tram and actually step foot in some of these areas and see things and learn more about, movie magic.
Right.
That was the Back to the Future clock tower that we just went past.
Yeah, any outdoor set in the town, I think it's Hill Valley is that area that we were just in. It's amazing.
It's very cool. Part of the backlot tour, both the standard one and the VIP one, are some of these like sort of ride almost experiences.
They're basically tech demos.
Yeah. So this one right now is the King Kong, I don't know what it's called, 3D or something like that. It's really blurry because it's in 3D, so we were wearing 3D goggles. But you can see like some of the dinosaurs, and then you'll see King Kong here in a second. It's really cool because I think it's like King Kong 3D 360 because you're in this little motion simulator thing.
Which is a tunnel that you drove in.
Yes. Yeah. And then these big projector screens are like all around you. So you really feel like you're there. It's a really cool experience.
There's a much better version in Universal Orlando. They turned it into a full ride.
When you're in an actual ride.
But this is still pretty cool.
Yeah. So you do the King Kong one. There's also a Fast and the Furious one, which I don't think we have footage of, but that comes later in the tour. Right now, we're showing some of the like studio cars, which is really cool. There's some from Back to the Future and Flintstones. This is all still part of the normal studio tour. A lot of the like driven part is the same. It's the getting off parts that's different. And I think you probably get off 3 to 4 times in total, I think, to walk around.
We saw the Soundstage Prop Factory. We saw Hill Valley. We did the back area. That might be the same.
It's the same. The getting off is the same for those 2 spots.
Yeah.
And here's some things from
Nope.
Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and then Nope, which is really cool.
And Get Out. Is that what that is?
It's Us.
Oh, Us. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna pause the voiceover here in just a second because they do this really cute thing in the Jurassic Park ride area. There are some surprise dinosaurs.
Gotta watch out.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the dinosaurs. They're like always around. It's super cute.
Oh no! I had no idea what happened.
Oh no.
Hey Les, I'm so sorry, Les. I think I dropped my phone back there when I started crying about Jurassic Park. I'm so sorry. I can't get fired for using my phone again. Oh wait, Les. I'm so sorry. It's right here. I found it. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh god.
Wait, Les. Where's my phone? I'm so sorry. No, you know what? It's fine. I have to check my phone up. I'll come back. I'll come back later. It's okay. Sorry. No, let's go. No, I'm okay. No. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I'll come back and get it during lunch.
I just think that's so cute. The voice you heard was
Victor.
Victor, the tour guide. He wasn't the tour guide of our group. We were with Al, but we joined Victor's group for the backlot tour. He was a lot of fun. Right now you're seeing like the big water slide demonstration, which is in a lot of movies and music videos. I think he was saying Rihanna did a music video here.
I was saying Rihanna didn't use a stunt double. Or was it Lady Gaga?
Maybe that was Lady Gaga. I don't remember. We'd have to go back and listen.
He was throwing some shade at like actual like actors and stuff for saying, well, this pop star didn't need a stunt double. It was great.
Yes. Super cool. The next area we're going into, I think it's just like Little Europe or something like that. But it's more popularly known as the sets for The Good Place. Which was an excellent show, I have to say. So you can see they use that little green space. You'll see the train.
You see the path up to the yogurt shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
frozen yogurt.
The frozen yogurt shop. So that's always really cool. I was gonna mention when we were talking about how many times you get off the trolley. When we did the VIP experience last year, so May of 2022, they were different spots that we got off on. We got off at like War of the Worlds, and I can't remember. There were a couple of other places.
Yeah, it was taped off this time for some reason.
Yeah, so it's different.
We got out in Wisteria Lane.
Wisteria Lane. That was another place that we got off on.
We used the bathroom in one of the houses that they filmed the Desperate
Housewives
in, which was really funny.
There's some bathrooms over there, which is really cool. Right now you're seeing another one of the little experiences. This is like the subway set that is like an earthquake simulator, so it gets destroyed. It's hard to see with all of the flashing lights, but you're rocking a lot because of the earthquake. Then there's this gas tank that kind of comes down and later explodes. There you go. You see the flames there.
And there's a shot directly behind you of water coming down the thing. If you want to look it up, there's a train derailment episode of Bones where they filmed it there. So,
yes.
Check that out.
Mm-hmm. The next part, there's another experience with Jaws. I will say some of these experiences, I wish we had been sitting on the right side of the trolley. I think that's the better side of the tour just in general. Because you can see our view right now is a little limited of this Jaws experience. And that's also true of the the King Kong ride. Kong starts out on the right and he later comes on to the left. The Fast and the Furious stuff, a lot of the beginning portion is on the right-hand side. Yeah. And then the, oh my gosh, what's his name? The psycho murder.
Oh, the Bates Motel.
The Bates Motel stuff is all on the right-hand side.
So the best thing about the left-hand side is that the plane set from War of the Worlds is on that left side. But yeah, everything else is on the right.
Yeah, a lot of it is on the right-hand side, which is fine. You can still see, you can see what you're seeing right now on the screen. You can see some of the special effects. And, in person, not on a tiny camera, you can see more. But I didn't see Bruce the shark at all.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the water churn a bunch. Yeah. You can see, right there. You can see right there. Bruce swam by without us being able to see. Because I didn't want to...
Oh, there he is. You got a little tiny glimpse.
I got his face. Because I didn't want to, bum rush this lady's seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is their vacation as well.
Mm-hmm. Here's another view of the set piece. Yeah, you can see Bruce going back down.
Yeah.
which is really funny.
Resetting.
Mm-hmm. To do it all over again for the next tour. It is a cool thing, like a cool effect that they do. There's a lot of like pyrotechnics and stuff like that in these experiences, and it's neat that they've included all of those.
Right.
So it really feels like a ride. Don't you think?
Yeah, and it's just cool to be involved in all these places where like famous things have been shot.
I agree. It's a working film set. Speaking of which, here's Wisteria Lane. We're coming up on all the different houses that the Desperate Housewives lived in. I believe that's Gabrielle. Was it just Gabriella?
Yeah.
That's her name. Yeah, lived in that house on the left there. I believe they're just facades, right? They're not they're not
like
filmed
houses.
inside. Those are all done on a soundstage, but all of the exterior shots are filmed on this lane, which is really cool.
Right.
Desperate Housewives was a good show.
Yeah, we never actually finished it, but
I think we did the first time we watched it
Did
through.
we?
Yeah,
I don't
we
remember that.
we started a rewatch, but we
We're
haven't
not
finished the
two
rewatch.
episodes in.
Yeah. Here's the Bates Motel, and you can see Norman Bates leaving the hotel room there. I don't think we caught the full thing. You see him come out of the hotel room carrying
A body.
right? It's a dummy. And then you see him put it into the trunk of the car. You're getting a lot of narration from the tour guide at this point, which is really funny. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, we totally did.
Okay, cool. So you can see him exiting the room with the body. And then he spots you and he does chase you. What a weird job for that actor to
Yeah,
have.
he's just gotta do that for like 8 hours a day. Just
Yeah, how bizarre.
Be Norman Bates.
Uh-huh.
I bet that's like the closest it gets to feeling like a video game NPC.
Yeah, because you just do the same motions over and over again. You can see him approach the car, and then he does kind of like follow you for a little bit.
And they play a piece of the score, which
Yes.
is really fun too.
Yeah. And then you pass the house too, and you can see Norma Bates, right?
The mom is in the window.
The mom's corpse is in the window,
Yeah.
which is a little intense.
It's a big part of the Fright Nights. That area
Yeah,
there, so
yeah, they do like some of the mazes and stuff
you
like
can
that.
you can get closer to the house for Fright Nights, which would be really fun. I don't like people jumping out of me, but it would be cool just to get closer to the
For
actual
sure,
set.
yeah. I would prefer that with nobody touching me, you
Right.
know? Now we're on the War of the World set. It's so cool that they've left this in there. It is an insane set.
Yeah, it's literally, that is an actual plane that flew through the air that they took and just cut into pieces.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That they got from the little graveyard, the plane graveyard. And just all of the detail, it's impressive. And when we got off last year and we were able to walk around, it was really neat seeing all of this stuff up close.
Right. And it's interesting as well to note like how they have to get rid of certain logos and stuff, because I believe it's right here behind that black mark on the plane where it actually says Boeing.
Yeah.
They've blocked it off. There was a car in front of it last year. So this was all actually roped off. So I'm wondering if they were using pieces of it for something.
It's possible, yeah. It could be in something.
Because there's houses on the other side as well that people use.
All right, we are now officially off of the studio backlot tour, and the day kind of picks up from here. So like we said, that's about a 2-hour tour experience. And we're headed back into the park on our way to Harry Potter World. You can see that the crowd level was quite high. So it was very nice to have our own personal guide that could get us through all of the different areas.
They were saying it was the busiest day of the season so far.
It was very crowded. It was a Sunday. So it was Sunday, May
25th?
28th. We've entered Hogsmeade, which is the Harry Potter area in Universal's Hollywood. It's a pretty small area. It only has 2 rides. It does have lots of like shops, a couple restaurants, different experiences like that. You can get the wand ceremony, and I believe if you ask for it, it can be part of your tour. I've seen other people on VIP tours do that if that's something that's important to your group.
Even as small as it is and stuff, it's immaculate. Like
it is. The theming is really cool.
If you're a fan of Harry Potter, it's worth it to at least walk through it.
Yeah. By 12:30, we were on our first, like, official ride, which was Flight of the Hippogriff, which is a really cute little kids kind of roller coaster.
It's very cute.
Yeah. And then we headed across the way to the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which goes through the castle. Devin and I actually didn't ride this ride. It makes me very motion sick. And Devin's shoulders are just a little bit too broad for the ride. But it was cool. We did get to walk through the castle and kind of experience the queue with our guide.
And it's hit or miss with that ride anyway. It throws you around a lot.
Yeah, it's nausea inducing. And we were going to lunch right after this, so it just wasn't a good idea in general. Speaking of lunch, 1 p.m. was our allotted lunch time. So you get an hour break for lunch. You head down to the Moulin Rouge, which is exclusive to VIP guests.
And you wouldn't really know this is a restaurant unless you were on it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So it is a buffet style lunch from their executive chefs that they like to say. Here's a view of all of the different food options. And as we will talk about in our reaction video, oh my God, this food.
Great stuff.
It is so good. My mouth is watering just thinking about the food that we ate. And it was excellent both times that we've done this VIP experience. It is so delicious, and you're getting a look at some of those desserts there. You can see our cute little table setting. They do have indoor and outdoor seats. There's my first plate. Oh my God, it was so good. Seriously, my mouth is watering. It's just delicious. Don't you think?
Oh, it's amazing. And yeah, you can slow down that video of me going over the spread as well. There was a group of like 28 people that walked in after us, and I didn't want to hold up the line by examining everything. Oh, it's Lauren.
Oh, there's me. I should have edited that out, but oh well. And here's Devin's spread. They've also got drinks. You've got soda, lemonade, some, fruit water, infused water. It's
very
so good. You do get an hour for your lunch break, so once you're done eating, you're totally free to explore the park. If you feel like you have time to fit in a ride, you can do that. We went out, and in the plaza kind of near Moulin Rouge were all of these cars from Fast X. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Or is it Fast and the Furious X?
I think it's just Fast X.
We don't know. We have not seen the movie, but
we've seen 1, 2, and 9.
Yes, not in that order. We saw 9, 1, and 2.
Yeah.
But it was cool just to see the cars. They were very popular. There were tons of people taking photos. So
many people.
It was a really cool thing, though, that they had the prop cars there. And then we also walked over because Scooby-Doo was by the Mystery Machine. That was really fun. We didn't get in the line, but it was just really cool to go over and see him. So cute. It's fun that they have characters out. I feel like Universal isn't known for that, but they do have character experiences.
Their TikTok, if you can find Universal's TikTok account, it's very fun. They have their characters there every now and again.
Yeah.
There's also very rarely they have a Lucille Ball character, and I want desperately for her to show up.
Yeah, we should mention during your 1 hour lunch break, they do have characters come through. Typically there's like 2 characters per hour. And they kind of just roam around the guests and talk to them. So we had Dracula, right?
Yeah, we're 2 for 2 for Dracula.
Yes.
I think Doc Brown came last year as well.
Yes, yeah. Now, after lunch, we went over and rode some kind of gentle rides on the tummy. This is the Secret Life of Pets ride, and I kept this clip in because I thought it was really cool. You can see how even though you have like the Universal Express Pass, like you're getting to cut the line in the VIP.
Trumps Express Pass.
Yes. Yep. So that's our tour guide in the front, Al, leading the charge, asking the Express Pass people to step aside so we can go through this secret side door and kind of cut through the rest of the Express Pass line and basically walk onto the ride.
You literally just go up that staircase and then walk onto the ride through the door. It's crazy.
And it's like that with a lot of rides. You're either going through the exit, going through like a handicap entrance, going through the express pass, but moving past them. It's really cool.
It's the single greatest, for us anyway, it's the single greatest value.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a theme park. It's so good.
You get to do things so much quicker that way. And on a busy day, it's definitely worth it. After Secret Life of Pets, right across the way is the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem ride. So we did that next. And you can see in this one, we actually go through the exit. We go through the stroller parking and through like a back door. And so we kind of up the back.
We got checked in here and then go back around. And,
yeah.
Yeah. So the Universal theme parks are quickly becoming like Illumination / Universal theme parks. The theming on the Illumination stuff is immaculate as well.
It's a lot of fun. It's really, really cool.
The DreamWorks stuff is really fun too. RIP to Shrek 4D.
Yeah, that was a fun one. It's been replaced in the DreamWorks theater with this Kung Fu Panda show.
Which is great. I mean, Kung Fu Panda's fun, but...
He is fun.
I miss Shrek 4D.
I do too. We made it to this ride at 2:50, and then from this, we went to the Waterworld show, the 3:15 Waterworld show, or 3 p.m., Waterworld show. And what's great about Waterworld, it's one of the best theme park stunt shows ever.
Oh, it's amazing.
And it's always crowded. Like, you cannot do what we're doing and walk in at 3 o'clock and find seats.
Nope.
Unless you want to be in the splash zone. But for VIP guests, they have reserved seating. So you can show up last minute with your tour guide, and there are still excellent seats that are like kind of...
You see the whole thing directly in the
center.
Yeah,
your center. You're in the back, but your center. And kind of being in the back is better because then, 1, you don't get wet, and 2, you've got like the full view of the stage that you can see here.
You see everything.
Yeah, it's super cool. So you can see that's our view for Waterworld there. You can see the full stage. And it's just, God, it's such a good stunt show. These people are so talented.
On top of that, there's a pre-show that is some of the funniest stuff ever.
Yeah, it's really cute. All of the actors and stunts people are just impressive. I mean, look at that right now. Like, this guy is just on a jet ski. Like, how the flip are they doing this? That's so cool. Oop, and there's a big splash for all those people in the front. Yeah, you definitely will get soaked.
If you're in those seats,
green seats.
Don't think that you're not going to come away getting soaked.
You get absolutely soaked.
It's not just wet. You are soaked.
Yeah, it's a lot.
They make it a point to get you.
They do it on purpose. We missed the last little bit where they send the plane over the edge, but you can see all of these explosions at the end and fireworks, and it's just an incredible show. Which is interesting because the movie is not very good. Like, it's not well received, it's not popular, but
not a good movie.
That stunt show is spectacular.
The stunt show has stood the test of time.
Yes, and the movie has not. After Waterworld, we headed down to the lower lot. So if you're unfamiliar with Universal Studios Hollywood, that's built on a hill.
It's built on a hillside.
There's multiple levels. So we took the escalators down. The first ride that we did down in the lower lot was the Jurassic Park ride. We sat in the front, and even though we had ponchos, we got absolutely soaked.
And even Al was saying afterwards, like, he said that was the worst spraying he had ever seen.
Yeah, like one of the biggest splashes that he had ever seen.
It was, I swear to God, like, the wave
and here you go.
Came up and over. Like, just look at this.
Ooh, boom. And there's all that water. You can see our expressions in the front there. I'm like baffled by how wet we just got.
Because a 4-foot wall of water slammed into us.
That was crazy.
It was insane.
Right?
The ponchos did nothing.
No, they helped a tiny bit, I think. Shout out to Al for keeping our bags dry and for taking that video for us, which was really cool to see the big wave. Because
thank you, Al.
Yeah, definitely big shout out. After Jurassic World, we rode the Revenge of the Mummy ride, which is an awesome roller coaster.
So good.
So much fun. And then the Transformers ride, which is also right there. And then by 5:05, look at these exact times, we were entering Super Nintendo World. This is such a cool entrance. Look at that.
Right,
those
going
lights.
through the pipe. And by the way, I've been saying that like theming has been good up to this point. This is perfect.
Yes, this is their best themed area like ever.
There is not a single inch of space in this area that is wasted. It is so
it's incredible.
Perfect.
I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely incredible. And you know, I think they're really coming for Disney with some of this stuff. They're really trying to compete. Right. And I think they're succeeding.
I've said this before, but like when Bob Chapek took over Disney, Universal saw blood and they went for it. And they're like Lauren said, they're winning.
Yeah, this is incredible. So you can see everyone in our tour group immediately pulled out their phones and they're all taking
like look at it. I mean,
videos.
You have the mushroom up there. You have the piranha plant right there. You have all the like it's just so perfect.
It's really good. It's awesome. So we're walking through this area and making our way to the ride, which is the Mario Kart ride Bowser's Challenge, which you will see us walk through.
Mario and Luigi photo op.
Yeah, super cool. The little dress-up characters are over there. And you can see how crowded it is in here. And this is with the virtual queue. So the day that we were in the park, the virtual queue was in effect. So you didn't have to go on and reserve your entrance into Super Nintendo World. Now, because we are part of the VIP experience, we did not have to do that.
Nope.
Which was really cool. And go ahead.
So I can't be clear enough on what that means. Is if you, since it's virtual queue, there is a chance that if you just get normal entry tickets and don't get into the virtual queue, you miss this place entirely.
Yeah, exactly. So, you miss out on seeing the whole land.
VIP is the only way to guarantee at this time to guarantee a spot in this land. Right.
Yeah, if they're using virtual queue on these busy days like this, VIP is definitely the way to go. So you can see us walking in. I believe we entered through the express pass lane.
Yeah.
But again, there are going to be times when Al kind of moves us through the crowd as we approach it. I believe the wait time when we got into the land was like 90 minutes to 2 hours to 120 minutes for this ride. You can see the line next to us that we're just blazing
again
past.
And again and again. This is proof positive of why the VIP experience is worth it.
You know, and for the price, like, yes, you probably can't do it every time, and it's probably a stretch to do it with an entire family. But, you know, for us, for two people, that price point really isn't a deal breaker.
It's not bad.
For everything that it includes, it's awesome.
Right.
And one of the things that I forgot to mention on a lot of those lower lot rides and at the Harry Potter rides, the tour guide, our VIP tour guide, Al, he holds our bags. So like I mentioned it with Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World, whatever the ride's called now.
It's World here, Park it, Universal.
Okay. Orlando. He holds our bags so that they don't get wet. And on rides that you require a locker, so like Revenge of the Mummy and then the Journey. Ride, like he'll hold it, so you don't have to worry about the lockers.
Saves you time.
It does save you time. You don't have to wait in line for the lockers and then get back in line. It's just such an awesome thing. So we're still walking through this line. It took us quite a long time to get through the queue.
The queue is amazing.
It is amazing. It's cool that they spent so much time theming this queue.
I want that ship.
I think knowing that people are going to be standing in line for a really long time, it's just smart to make such an interactive, visually appealing queue, so that people have stuff to look at. You know, they did that with the new Star Wars rides.
Exactly, yeah.
In Disney, which is nice because, again, when you're waiting, 2 hours for this ride, you're not missing out on any of the theming, and there's actually a lot of stuff for you to look at and kind of enjoy.
Right, and this one's even better than that because like the queue for the Star Wars stuff in Disney Disneyland is actually outside. This is
a lot of this one is
right. And with this
interior.
one, there's so much to look at, just piled up. There's not just Mario stuff. There's other Nintendo Easter eggs. There's callback to a bunch of Mario stuff. So I mean, if you're eagle-eyed and you know your Nintendo stuff, you're gonna find stuff everywhere. So you're kind of gonna be okay with waiting in line for an hour.
Yeah, absolutely. You go through these 2 different video rooms. This is the first one where they kind of go over like the directions and how the ride operates. We missed the first video. We came in kind of at the tail end of that group, but Al was explaining it to us. And then moving into the second room, you get another video that explains how the ride operates and what you're supposed to do. So it's an interactive ride. You are wearing like these VR like headsets that look like little Mario hats that you'll see in the next clip here. And then when you get on the ride, you attach like, I guess, more of the VR headset, like visor, the actual piece to your visor.
So it's interesting. The reason they spend so much time explaining to you what's going on is because conceptually this is a brand new theme park ride. This is something not even Disney is doing. So it's taken like the Toy Story ride over at Pixar Pier to like a whole other level. So instead of the screen being on the walls as you pass stuff, the screen is in front of your eyes.
Right.
And it's very cool.
It is really cool. So you can see us putting on the visors right now. Al picked up our visors for us, so we didn't have to like wait in that line. We could just grab them from him. And then we join this big queue. He's kind of moving us through the queue so we can kind of pass through a lot of the crowd again. But yeah, so like it's very interactive. It's kind of like the Spider-Man ride at DCA where you have to be continually moving. So in DCA with Spider-Man, you have to like be constantly shooting out your hands, right?
Yeah, it tracks your movement.
But with this one, you're like moving your head. So you have to move it up and down and to the side and do different things to see the full screen and to use your little power-up bonuses.
Because like there is stuff on the ride as you go through, like real stuff.
Right.
But the visor it augments the reality in front of you to put stuff there that your actual targets are augmented reality.
Yeah, it's super cool though. It was a fun ride, and I'm really glad that we got to experience.
Me too.
And not have to stand in line for 2 hours. So at 5:30, after we finished the Mario ride, that's when we said goodbye to Al, our tour guide. So we were with him from 9:45 to 5:30. How long is that, Devin?
That's a full day of work.
That is a full day of work. And then we were on our own. So we headed back out into the park. We grabbed, oh my God,
obviously
my mouth.
The best ice cream in any.
Oh my God, it's soft serve. Soft serve.
The best soft serve in any theme park ever.
Oh my God.
Phineas Q Butterfat, right across. It's in Springfield.
Yes, seriously, my mouth is drooling again.
It's so good.
Because it is so flipping good. We always have to get that. So it was really exciting to get that after our tour. We did eat dinner as well. We got Panda Express, but then we had to get the giant.
It was the best soft serve in the theme park game, paired with the most expensive meal.
Yes, stupid Panda Express.
Of a Panda Express on the planet.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. But to wrap up our night, we did some...
Lauren did buy that.
Yes, we did some souvenir shopping. I finally bought my unicorn. There's me screaming, it's so fluffy. And we just kind of checked out a lot of the shops on the main drag. You do have the option after you finish with your tour guide. You can re-ride any ride you want. You have the unlimited express pass. That wasn't our jam that day. We decided we wanted to eat and walk around and do souvenir shopping. So that's what we kind of prioritized. But you can absolutely go ham on riding the rides.
Oh, and another benefit I don't think we've talked about yet with the VIP passes is that if you shop and stuff, you get free storage of the stuff you buy. So you can they'll scan your card and you can pick your stuff up at the end of the day at guest services as you leave.
Yeah, if you're shopping at the end. But that's pretty much it. We left the parks and then headed back to our car in Valet, and we're just kind of taking a stroll along City Walk here.
City Walk's fun.
It is fun.
I like City Walk. It's small, especially compared to Universal Orlando.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
I love it.
Yeah, and you can still see those crowds. It was crazy. But we absolutely enjoyed our experience with the Universal VIP. Definitely let us know in the comments down below if you've ever done it before. And stay tuned for our reaction video where we'll break it down more and talk about how awesome it was. If you liked this video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. We'd appreciate it. And stay tuned for more.
So much more.
So much more. We have so many more vacations planned. It's about to get crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next adventure. Bye.
Bye.